a day of poets? Why does Booklore still sell Dr. Seuss? Because it's fun, because it shares an important message, and because it might just help answer the why to everything else. Proclaimed on this, the 13th day of National Poetry Month, 2019, hail poetry and God save the Queen.
Poetic justice. Definition is an outcome of which vice is punished and virtue rewarded, usually in a manner ironically appropriate. I'm going to call it the new way of communicating as a vice, social media. It's time we return to more thoughtful ways of expressing ourselves. Reading a good book or approaching poetry are two of those ways. Once again, I want to thank Harry for being the straw that stirs the drink on this event. And let's hope 100 years from now we're celebrating Day of the Poets 102. So thank you, Harry. Thanks,
Which way to what? We live in paradise while going through hell, chased by plastic bags and cornered by the wind in a hungry country like South Africa that is sentenced to heartburn, where the majority, who are actually a minority, live under democratic apartheid. Does inequality have to be the source of our diversity? Does inequality have to be the source of our diversity? I don't think so. And yet still, our home is an edge that's getting sharper every day. It's one fine masterpiece, no more disaster, please. Got to, frenemies, we've got to. We've got to deserialize our seriousness. We've got to derealize our deliriousness.
I guess nowadays I'd call myself a citizen geometer, but the poem is titled Sunday Geometer. When you're all thumbs, the Fermi rule is a comforting thing. If you can't actually count every hair on your arm, you can get solace from the master of estimation. Better to be approximately right than precisely wrong.
And when I close my eyes or cover my ears, I still feel the rumble. Years later, I'm the kind who doesn't mind the forecast when rains parade on porches and popcorn, the darkened skies, a gray cinespace of dazzling ferocity.
In the pools, a great blue heron stands lost in thought, like an analyst observing his clients. A spiffy mallard and his plain brown mate. Jumpy is a guilty couple that sneaked away for a nooner and got caught. The male glances over his shoulder as she quacks about some imagined slight or the unfairness of it all.
The sound of reggae music came on a wave of patter, patter, of deeply rooted internal chatter, chatter, on wings of rhythms and melodies gone free. The bass drum, the heart, the bass drum, the heartbeat, and the Rasta man, boom, a boom, boom, a boom, boom, I beat them drums, man, a boom, boom, a boom, boom, and the sound all around, and the voice of impulse crafted into life-burning darkness, of light, of days journeying through the night, of rhythm pulse wails and dreams and determination to be free, of sight, of a vision that ignites, of a musical bam bam fling down backs, get up and stand up jam.
I hear my neighbors screaming day and night. The louder one is saying we should all be white. Now their leader is saying shit about all sides, but the ones bearing the torches simply cannot be right. And I'm mad, so mad. Have we learned nothing from our past?
Dark red streaming onto my blue rubbers. We are 9, blood brothers. We say it out loud, itchy, edging closer. I watch myself, giddy, terrified, releasing the last breath of being self-contained in my own frantic circuit. Trust rehoused. 2 tribes bled into one.
We're going to begin writing sometime when electric light dee. We're going to begin writing sometime when electric light isn't. We're going to begin writing sometime when electric light descends.
Oh, to be as animated as bubbles, as frivolous as liquid sugar. Slurp, slurp, glug, glug. So what if our appetites betray us? If our poking straws are never satisfied? Not even after they've touched bottom and sucked it dry. We are ugly, but we have the Cheetos.
Well, they call me Simple John. They call me Simple John. Now, as a youth, I refused to sit in a one-room school. I couldn't cut or comb my hair. I wouldn't wear shoes. I wandered the bush buck naked with a raven on my shoulder, and I talked to the bear, the moose, the deer. At night I howled at the moon.